Hey there everyone, Mazarok here, and today I've got a video that I don't normally do. This is a weird one. So what happened is on one of my videos, the So You Want a Tank Beginner's Tips, I got a lot of positive feedback from a lot of people, and I just recently got a comment that almost doesn't require a reply to the person specifically, but I think should be used as an absolute example of what not to do and the exact goal of this channel and community that we've created with the Discord. If you want to join the Discord afterwards, the link's down below. It's literally the polar opposite. So I recently got a comment on that video, the So You Want to Tank Beginner's Tips. I'm going to read it out to you. I'm also going to put it on the video here. And we're going to discuss this a little bit and how I think it's just asinine beyond belief. As a lifetime tank in every MMORPG, I would definitely 100% with certainty say it is okay to be toxic and to yell and insult players who performing bad. You go into pack where you need 3 kicks and none of your DPS does that, say use kicks. If they still not using kicks, yell at them. Give them valid criticism of their action coupled with insults. It is not bad to do so. People learn much better from their bad experience than from good. I'm laughing reading at this because it's asinine to say out loud. When I want to tank into dungeon, mechanics of which I don't know, I learn much better from my bad experience. Oh, I remember on this boss, my team yelled at me for tanking ad with the boss, and oh, on this pack, my team... So, there are some people who do learn, but it's not how you learn. It's because this is a game. We play this game to have fun. There's nobody that plays World of Warcraft that hops on and says, "Man, I hope that I get into a key today and somebody barrages me with insults and calls me a retard and calls me stupid so I can become a better player today." And if you are, please seek medical attention. As this gentleman has seen, please do absolutely seek medical attention for that. But this sort of behavior absolutely needs to be addressed within World of Warcraft, because time and time again, we do see this a lot. People get angry, people get frustrated, and, you know, tempers arise because, again, this is a game with a very high skill ceiling. You can play the game as challenging as you want by pushing your keys higher, doing mythic raid content, and constantly pushing yourself to be better. But I'm going to give an example here of, I recently found a push group that I'm very, very happy with. We're all very like-minded, and we're pushing keys, and guess what? In those keys, we make mistakes. Things hurt a lot more in 24s than they do 20s, and we're not used to doing 24s yet. We're learning. People make mistakes. But at the end of the dungeon, or at the end of the run, when, you know, we admit we screwed up or whatever happened, we're together in comms and we say, okay, so we made this mistake here, we made this mistake here. What can we do as a team to make less of these mistakes? And you talk it out in a positive manner, because nobody wants to log on to a video game where that people play for fun to be yelled at. Nobody. And if you are that person, I sincerely apologize for whatever is wrong that happened in your life. This sort of toxicity literally needs to stop in the game. It really, really does. It's the whole reason why I started this channel, because I wanted a positive place for people to come in and get as good of advice as I can give. I'm not perfect. I'm not the best tank out in the world. I'm absolutely not. You go look at IOs, there's people that do better than me, that have higher keys run than me, and not even close to, am I even close, if you catch what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean that you can't give positive advice and positive community feedback. And no one in the world should log onto a game and expect to be yelled at for playing poorly. You know, we all have bad days. No one plays great. And I will admit, there are times where I've been frustrated and I've gotten a little prickish with some pugs, or, you know, maybe some guildies and things like that. And I'm not perfect, but you know what differentiates me and between me and this gentleman here? I felt bad for doing it afterwards. I legitimately felt bad because it's a horrible thing to do. I could have been way more constructive with these people and said, hey, you know, this is what we could do here, and you know, we should really focus on doing this together. And that sort of positive environment is really where people can start thriving. um I've watched enough Mythic World First raids to that I don't think, at least I'm not there behind the scene, but I don't think Limit Max is yelling at his players when they screw up a pull. I don't think I said I think it's way more like positive than that. And hey man, here, you screwed this up. What can we do to fix it? Was it something that you did? Was it something that the group did? What happened? And breaking that down is going to be way better for your group in the long run. This might not be as good for pugs, for example, where 90% of the pugs you play with, you're never ever going to see again. Let's face it, you know, we've all played with a ton of people who we might have had a bad run with, we didn't like, blah, 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 but you literally, there's more than enough people in World of Warcraft that you're never ever going to see them again. And that is fine. That's completely fine. But that's really not how people get better. You know, if someone screws up, say, hey man, we need to do this. This needs to get kicked. Can we make sure that we do that? Do we need to assign someone to this? There's so many different ways that people can do it. That why is yelling and calling someone a retard the way that some people think that this is the best way to go? When so much psychology has proven completely different. But this is something that has been in the game for a long time. This is not new to Shadowlands. This is not new to BFA. I tanked, main tanked back in Cataclysm, and I ran a guild back in that time as well. And this would happen all of the time as well. And one of the things that I absolutely did not want to see happen within the guild that I was running was exactly that. There are positive ways to break down and criticize and do better. And then sometimes the more negative or disciplined ways are, hey man, look, I'm not comfortable running this higher end content with you because we've asked you multiple times to, you know, this needs to get kicked, or we've assigned this to you and we call it out and it still doesn't get done. We're sorry. But that is going to do one of two things for that player. That player will either get mad at you for not wanting to play with you, which does happen, absolutely. But it might also be like, oh, hey man, I'm screwing up for the team that's trying to time these keys or trying to do this mythic raid, and it's not working because of me. I can get better at that. And there's almost no one, and I mean almost no one, small percentage of the world, where literally they get called a retard and they're like, fuck yeah, thank you, I need to be called stupid. I needed that today. Yeah, no, that's definitely good. Yeah, that's definitely better for my fucking self-esteem. This sort of mentality is insane. I'm just super blown away by it. And if you come to this channel, expect to see the literal opposite of this comment. Because I am trying to not be that. I am very rarely that. And I mean literally maybe a dungeon a year where I've had a bad day. You know, we all have bad days. We're all humans. We're, at the end of the day, things happen. And sometimes we get a little loud with the people that we love or things like that, or, you know, we get a little snippy, but you try and be a better person at the end of the day. And the gaming community as a whole is really, really good. But this sort of toxicity, I can't even believe he's literally advocating to be toxic. He said it is okay to be toxic. Like, how I feel terrible for you. I'm super sorry that's the path your life has gone. And that you've seen almost no positivity in your life. I've got to be sure. But we as players can do better. We as players are better than that. We really, really are. I've seen it. I have run so many great pug runs with people that are literally so incredibly nice. You know, you'd say, hey, I'm a little new at this dungeon. I don't know it very well. And you screw up because, you know what? You're human and things happen. And someone's like, oh yeah, you got to do this for that. Sorry, we didn't tell you. You know, you should tank it over here, or you should just change this route here and this and that, and that'll work better for you. Oh, okay, cool. I screwed up. I already feel bad. Getting called a retard, literally nobody wants. And at this point, this is kind of getting a little ranty, But this is literally the example of why I started this channel, to have a positive place where people can come in, learn how to do better and be better, and just have more fun at the game. Because at the end of the day, it's a video game, man. This isn't real life. It's a video game. We all play this game to just have fun. That's it. Simple. We play this game to have fun. Some people play it more intensely than others. Absolutely. Zero questions about that. But, yeah. I'm flabbergasted. I'm not even going to respond to his comment. I'm probably, like, part of me really, really wants to delete it. But part of me also wants to keep this comment up as a literal example of what not to be. Like, that's it. Don't be that. If this is your mentality coming into a video game, trust me, there's so many people that literally have run with you and absolutely hate your guts. Just because of the way that you acted. There's people that hate my guts because of the way that I acted. Absolutely. 110%. But if you try every day to get a little bit better, you progress a little bit better every day. And if you come into the game with a positive mentality, and a positive mentality to help others, and to be better, and to be a better person and a better gamer, life is going to get better for a lot of us. And we're going to have a lot more fun. Because in all honesty, one of the main reasons that people don't want to tank, or don't want to pick up the tanking mantle, is because how harsh people can be in pug groups to tanks. Absolutely. There's so many people. I have guildies that will literally only tank within guild, because whenever they run a pug run, they see tanks just get flamed and destroyed for any weird little thing that they do. You know, maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they're still learning the dungeon. Maybe they don't know every little intricacy of the dungeon yet, and they're not 100%. But you know what? They're trying. And at the end of the day, that's all we can do to get better. So, that's it. If you come to this channel, let's be positive. Let's have fun. I think I'm going to keep this comment up literally as an example of what not to be in life, or in this game, because we're better than that. We as people are better than this. We as gamers at WoW are literally better than this. Twitch link is down below. Discord link is down below. I hope you guys are literally as excited for 9.2 as much as I am. Let's have fun. And let's have fun playing together, guys.